Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to Old Skies. And just when we thought we were done with leaves in the last episode, guys, Cassie came out of nowhere and basically has determined that she should be running the company instead of Madison or Benji. So we've gone back in time once again. We got incinerated by our past self. We were able to get that taken care of and explain how the incinerator broke in the first place. And we were able to change the clock up here and get Benji to go on a coffee date. So he's out of the picture right now. And now we need to program the vertical farm with some soothing music and sounds and smells that is going to cause Madison to go into a deep meditation sleep, and then she'll be out of the picture as well, and then Cassie can go ahead and give the presentation. So I listened to Cassie talk, didn't get a whole lot of info there, but then I remembered the chat logs here. And check this out, because we read these earlier. Shuttle. I told you this would happen, trains always knock you out cold. That was the argument between Benji and Madison there. So that is the third piece of the puzzle. So we know that it is trains, Lavender, and I believe the guy's name was Haskins. By those powers combined, hopefully, make sure that Madison takes a very nice, restful slumber, centers themselves, figure this out. I like how we got one.
Looks like all the vertical farm systems can be controlled from here.
One of these done already. Oh, Haskins. Aroma. Lavender. And ambient train. Wow, I am
How's it looking, Nozzo?
envious.
Unclear. From the looks of things, neither Benjamin Passamon nor Madison Bates gave the presentation, but the ripples haven't entirely stabilized yet.
But someone must have given it, didn't they?
Whoever gave it, they haven't made the decision yet. Until they make that decision, the ripples won't stabilize.
Right. I know how this works. Stand by.
I'll be here.
Now we have to go convince Cassie that it's her time to shine.
There you are. Where is everyone? The next presentation stream is starting in 10 minutes.
Benjamin went out on a date.
A date?
Yes. He seems quite nice.
Ah! I'm happy for him, I guess, but...
Madison is asleep in the vertical farm.
She's what?
She was meditating and fell asleep somehow.
May as well leave her. Even if I could manage to wake her up, she'll be grouchy for an hour. No way can she give a presentation in that state. Damn it, Cassie, you should have told them.
Told them what?
That Roy Rockcamp would be watching the next stream. I assumed that if they knew Madison would get so stressed, she'd break down and Benji would push way too hard. Both major turnoffs. So I told a lie of omission. But now they aren't here. And here we are.
Well, guess what? Well, hold on.
You seem to know Madison and Benji well. Do you think you were wrong?
No, I wasn't. If they knew about Rock Camp, it would be non-stop meltdowns. I did the right thing.
So, you have a choice. Are you going to work for your future, or just let it pass you by?
Jesus, what a way to put it. I guess there's only one choice to make. Okay, I can do this. Wish me luck.
Well, Nozzo?
Waiting for the ripples to level out.
Good luck, Cassie.
Okay, here we go. According to the archive, Cassie gave the presentation, secured the funding from Rockcamp, and became the new CEO. She rebranded as Cassinetics. Still a Fortune 500 company to this day.
So we did it.
Yeah, we did it.
Thank you, Nozzo, for indulging me.
It's alright, but let's not make a habit of this, okay? Get back to the landing point.
It went pretty well. Hopefully Cassie holds the fort.
Well, that's ironic.
What?
Cassinetics was given a high timeline impact ranking.
Really?
We couldn't change it anymore, even if we wanted to.
Good for Cassie, I suppose. Must feel nice, knowing that her legacy won't just disappear.
Not that she'd know if it did. Is something wrong?
Nothing. Almost at the landing point.
See you soon.
Can we actually... Is there anything to scan here? Nope. Still on to you, Pigeon.
Chrono suit is engaged. Confirm.
Confirmed.
Looking forward to reading up on what exactly...
And timefall in 3, 2, 1.
Complete chapter 4 for real this time? Question mark, question mark?
Timefall successful. Powering down. Welcome back, Oh, blast it. Sorry, Fia. No time to explain.
Nozzo, what?
What just happened?
Nozzo?
Fia, it's me.
Nozzo, what the hell are you playing at?
I've set this recording to sync to your current timeline.
Recording?
It's Benji Madison and Madison Bates. They have residual memories of their original timelines, and they are not happy. In about a minute, they'll barge in here and kill us both. Each time, my automatic ERP kicks in. You have no memory of it, but I do. I've gone through this at least 30 times. Nothing I do or say stops it from happening. I'm out of ideas, Fia. All I can do is save you. I've sent you back to the moment you left. I used the same tunnel you came through, so you shouldn't have to worry about another Crovergence. You'll be receiving a recording of my death soon. Maybe you can find a way to stop this. And if you can't, remember your training. Live off the radar. Avoid any alternate versions of yourself.
Nozzo, there has to be...
It's been a pleasure working with you, Fia. Blast it. They're here. Here we go again.
We are not letting Nozzo go down like that.
Nozzo, you read.
Recording received.
Nozzo.
Can we skip to the part where you shoot me? I really can't sit through this argument again.
Not until you put things back. Passamon Industries meant something. The world's much worse off without it.
Sorry if I'm not all melancholy for a timeline with more weapons in them.
Without me in charge, do you know who built those weapons instead? Lazarus. Their weapons cause much more death, much more destruction. So yes, the world would be much better off.
You think Bates Tech didn't mean anything? I poured my heart and soul into making us a brand to be reckoned with. I was proud of that. And if you weren't so damn capricious, you would have been proud of it too.
Proud of being held back at every turn?
Held back? Do you know how many of your messes I had to clean up in all 3 timelines?
That's just it. Science is about experimentation. It's supposed to be messy. I tried to explain that to you, but oh no! Everything I did had to go through a dozen focus testing groups.
You think I would leave the branding to you? How old are those shoes you're wearing? 20 years?
No older than that gun you're holding. That ancient thing probably picked up all sorts of malware. I bet it doesn't even shoot.
Enough of this. Fire up that machine and put me back in charge.
No, touch that machine and I'll fire.
And here we go.
Oh, God.
Blast it, Nozzo. Not you too. I am going to fix this.
So we know the shoes are important.
Somehow.
So let's at least go deal with that. Oh,
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. See you soon, Mr. Rockcamp. Oh, there you are. I thought you left.
No, I can't leave.
Huh? Oh, right. The agency docks your hours if you leave the grounds before 5 p.m.
Yes, sure. That's it.
uh-huh.
Here's some good news. We secured our funding.
Really? Total shock.
I know. I thought I'd fall apart when the stream went live, but when the moment came, something just clicked. And here we are. I'm meeting Roy Rockcamp at Vantini's right now to go over the paperwork. There's gonna be a lot of changes around here.
Right. Changes.
Anyway, looks like you have run of the place. Lock up when you clock out, and don't wake Madison up unless you want your head bitten off. First thing tomorrow, I'll call the agency and talk to them about bumping you to full-time.
Full-time?
Sure. We need to scale up, quickly. And speaking of quickly, I have to jet. So much to do. Bye, Fia.
Could we just...
Full-time. Here.
Yeah.
That car blasting happened. I need to get home.
So maybe we can shoot Madison with our gun? First things first, let's go ahead and deal with the shoes. Oh, also, wait. Before we deal with the shoes, if Cassie is gone, that means we can actually get into that drawer. Well, hello there. This looks like a WEG smart gun, an early precursor to the weapon you now carry.
I already have a weapon. I see no reason to take this one.
I do. A small label on the mem stick reads, "That virus, be careful."
I already have...
A sheet of paper is blank. Last frequency... 1, 2, 3. Last day, last month, last year. Oh, okay. So we need to look up the time code on the recording, don't we? All right, give me 1 sec for that, and then
I already have a weapon.
Probably put that in there. Is there anything else? No? Okay, to the shoes.
Things may be dire, but not dire enough for me to wear those. But in looking at them, they look very familiar. Where else have I seen them?
Yes, indeed. Need them.
Things may be dire, but in looking at...
Maybe we... select audio phrase. Alright, that's a thing. Is there anything in this? You can't do the system security or the settings. Chat logs. And a WEG. Only operates at 638.52. Okay. See if there's anything. Passagel. Are we gonna... Okay, I think I know what we're gonna be doing. That's gonna be hilarious if that's the case. Pulse Blast. It can only deploy on a timer. Oh, it's an explosive. That's hilarious. So we are basically going to set the gun to explode, and are we going to make a new pair of shoes to explode?
Can we skip to the part where you shoot me? I really can't sit through this argument again.
Okay, we gotta go through this.
Not until you put things back.
Gotta pay
Massive
attention.
Industries meant something. The world's much worse off without it.
Sorry if I'm not all melancholy for a timeline with more weapons in them.
Melon.
Without me in charge, do you know who built those weapons instead? Lazarus. Their weapons cause much more death, much more destruction. So yes, the world would be much better off.
You think Bates Tech didn't mean anything? I poured my heart and soul into making us a brand to be reckoned
Looking for
with.
caps.
I was proud of that. And if you weren't so damn capricious,
Capricious.
you would've been proud
Caps.
of it too.
Proud of being held back at every turn?
Held back? Do you know how many of your messes I had to clean up in all 3 timelines?
That's just it. Science is about experimentation. It's supposed to be messy. I tried to explain that to you, but oh no! Everything I did had to go through a dozen focus
Okay,
testing
but oh no.
You think I would leave the branding to you? How old are those shoes you're wearing? 20 years?
No older than that gun you're holding. That ancient thing probably picked up all sorts of malware. I bet it doesn't even shoot.
Enough of this. Fire up that machine and put me back in charge.
No, touch that machine and I'll fire.
And here we go.
November 10th, 2062. Okay. November 10th. $2062. Last time was at 1800 hours. And I think it was the 652, or yeah, 63852. No viable 63852. Okay. So I think 11. Oh, we got to take it back to the gun. Gotcha. But in first, Melancholy, Cop for Capricious, and Butto from But I Do. And we spray. Right? Okay, I think we did. How cool is that, getting everything programmed and set up? Okay, back into the office. Deploy. Aha! Viable target found. Right? And we can't drag or anything.
I already have a weapon.
Okay. Can we watch this now?
Can we skip to the part where you shoot me? I really can't sit through this argument again.
Not until you put things back. Passamon Industries meant something. The world's much worse off without it.
Third time's the charm watching this.
I'm not all melancholy for a timeline with more
Oh,
weapons
there's the beep.
in them.
Without me in charge, do you know who built those weapons instead? Lazarus. Their weapons cause much more death, much more destruction. So yes, the world would be much better off.
You think Bates Tech didn't mean anything? I poured my heart and soul into making us a brand to be reckoned with. I was proud of that. And if you weren't so damn capricious, you would have been proud of it too.
Proud of being held back at every turn?
Held back? Do you know how many of your messes I had to clean up in all 3 timelines?
That's just it. Science is about experimentation. It's supposed to be messy. I tried to explain that to you, but oh no!
Very messy.
She did it. Oh, thank God she did it.
We didn't kill them, did we?
Thea, you read me?
Loud and clear, Noz. You have no idea how good it is to hear your voice. Chronosuit is engaged. Can I come home now?
Confirmed. Stand by. And time fall in 3, 2, 1.
I don't really care either way. It's just interesting.
Wow, what a mess.
Hug that man.
Are they
they're alive, which isn't fair if you think about it. They killed me at least 30 times.
Stings, doesn't it?
Like 100 wasps to the brain. I think I'm going to phone the police. Then you and I are going to JV's. Unless you have somewhere else to be.
No, not this time.
Good. Then let's go. And don't let me order soda this time.
Hey. Totally for real this time. Complete chapter 4.
Whew. I needed this.
We should do this more often. Why don't we?
I've wondered the same thing.
I get it. Too many ERP rewinds can do your head in. Take it from me. The best thing is to blotto up. Speaking of, same again, Mix.
Right away.
Mix is the real MVP here.
It's not the rewinds. Well, not just the rewinds. I should never have agreed to a Convergence mission, let alone 2. I'm slipping. I'm normally so careful. Oh well, in for a penny.
In for the pound.
It turned out all right in the end, right?
It was still risky, but I figured we needed it.
Because of Duffy.
Because of Duffy.
Misery loves company.
I'm not miserable, Fia. You know, I had a cluster once, right? Back in the early days.
I do. You've mentioned them. Sabu and Sarah, right?
That was them. You've never asked me about them. Not in 10 years. Neither did Duffy.
Well, we didn't want to pry. Personal timelines. Kind of a private thing.
You have no idea how kind you both were.
We're gonna get some more of
It wasn't just a cluster. It was a whole family.
Yeah.
Little Rayla. She just turned 5.
Yeah, let's let him tell the story. He's talking now.
Right. Well, you know how our PFE only protects our physical existence, but not our whole timeline?
Yeah.
Well, we didn't know it back then. They got chrono shifted away. Gone. Haven't seen them since.
I'm sorry. That must have been terrible.
Timelines under the bridge. Several thousand, in fact.
How long ago did this happen?
15 years? Relative time? Gosh, Rayla would be in university by now. Assuming she stopped doodling cats on her homework. Drove her teachers nuts.
Any idea where they are now, in this timeline?
No idea. I used to check their personic profiles. Never a single hit. Not once.
So maybe it was a one-time thing.
Did you ever try to bring them back?
Of course I tried. But we didn't have the records we have now. I didn't know where to begin. So, I fell back on the mantra.
Focus on the job.
Words we all try to live by. Easier for you than me, maybe, but still.
There's such potential here to create a villain similar to the Captain in the Star Trek Voyager 2-parter Year of Hell. That'd be really interesting.
I heard this kind of thing happened a lot back then.
It was the Wild West in those days. Sometimes, literally, everyone jumping back in time and poking things. No regulation. Total chaos. It's why ChronoZen was founded. To keep the chaos under control. But for some of us, it was too late.
Sorry, easier for me.
Yeah, you, Duffy, any ChronoZen employee hired in the last 15 years. You have to go through that old thing these days, what do you call it? Suitability analysis review. Determines your ability to shrug off changes to the timeline. Your marks were quite high, if I remember.
What made me so suitable, anyway? Is it a secret?
No, but why do you want to know?
Duffy and I were talking about it last month, trying to suss out why we were picked.
Oh. Well, there's a list of rankings the size of my arm that factor in, but most important, your ability to resist distractions.
Distractions?
Yeah, changes to family, friends, close personal ties, your own timeline. We moved you away from your home country for a reason.
So you're saying we, don't care about anything?
Of course not. But you deal with timeline changes better than any agent I've known. 10 years you've worked here, and your accent hasn't even changed. You're a rock. Always have been.
Until Duffy, you mean?
Until Duffy. Yeah. And that painting didn't help either.
Oop, Nozzo knows.
You, know about that?
It wasn't hard to figure out. I was monitoring your vitals when you first saw it, remember? It was all too familiar.
It doesn't matter anyway. The painting is gone. They all are. Chrono shifted. Never existed.
I'm sorry.
Imani's gone too. No archive record at all. So don't worry. Neither will be a distraction anymore.
That's not what I'm saying.
No, I understand perfectly. A few paintings hardly compare to losing your whole family. That's why you're telling me this, isn't it? To give me perspective.
This is about Duffy. It's been hard on me too. I could have used a night out like this weeks ago, but you were always, you know.
At the gallery.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I've been a real socket.
You were grieving too.
You should have said something.
Said what? That you were grieving the wrong way?
Still, I didn't think to see if you were hurting. Made it all about myself.
Fia, you could have left me in that ERP loop forever. You didn't. You were there when it mattered. That's the thing about this job. When we are the only constants in our world, all we have is each other. So when something like Duffy happens, it creates...
distractions.
Yeah.
Speaking of, another round?
Please.
Mix. 2 distractions, please.
Coming right up.
Wonder what kind of drink a distraction would entail. Probably tequila. The next day. Relative time.
Ugh. That was a night. Noz, you holding up okay?
I'm trying to decide which is worse, this hangover or getting blasted in the head over 30 times.
Full of regrets, are we?
Nah, I mean, yeah, but last night wasn't one of them. Anyway, I already have a client lined up. You heading over?
On my way.
I'll bet.
Right.
Nah.
I'll keep her occupied till you get
Yeah.
here. See you soon.
And back to the grind. No, I refuse to indulge in that anymore.
I'll always keep on checking, though.
Change. I can change.
I can live with it.
It looks like some of these news items have chrono shifted since I last looked.
The Park Gallery unveils Mordo Rogue exhibit. The Park Gallery's latest exhibit, dedicated to the works of Mordo Rogue, leaves much to be desired. Known for his earlier contributions as part of a groundbreaking art collective, Roog's new solo works are technically proficient and display a strong style. However, they fall short of the raw emotion and vibrancy that once defined his art with the collective. The pieces, while aesthetically pleasing, lack the depth that captivated audiences 2 decades ago. decision to feature Rook so prominently in a prestigious gallery like the Park has raised eyebrows, with whispers of behind-the-scenes dealings casting a shadow over the exhibit. Despite these rumors, the collection is a polished but ultimately uninspired showcase of an artist struggling to recapture past brilliance. Finance. Cassinetics continues to dominate. Cassinetics, a tech industry giant with 2 decades of market dominance, has solidified its future with the recent acquisition of medical tech company Lazarus. This strategic move positions Cassinetics to expand its influence into the booming healthcare sector, ensuring its continued leadership for decades to come. The acquisition is seen as a game changer, merging Cassinetics' cutting-edge technology with Lazarus's innovative medical solutions. This acquisition marks a pivotal moment for our company, stated Cassinetics CEO Cassandra Utuka. We are excited about the possibility this brings for the future of both tech and healthcare. They will name this merger the Umbrella Corporation. There's nothing there. Alright guys, another day, another job. At least we were able to save Nozzo, and we had that nice little moment between the two. I hope that's not like a precursor to something bad happening to Nozzo. But I guess we will see what happens in the next episode. Hope you all have enjoyed it. If you liked the episode, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help. And we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.